afternoon, everyone. I'm Bob Marone along with Joe Logano. We're here for Westchester Talk Radio. Once again, we are at the Knollwood Country Club here in Elmsford, New York for the third annual Heineken Company's Golf Invitational. We're produced this afternoon by Shaw Creative and made possible by Hightower and Robeson. Now, this event every year is done for good intentions, and the good intentions this time are the Volunteers of America, Greater New York. And as you know, we just recently spoke with Mr. Goins, and he is the vice chair of Volunteers of America, Greater New York. And we are grateful to have with us now the Director of Veteran Services for Volunteers of America, Greater New York. And her name is Andy Perdomo. Andy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's nice to have you. Veterans, we spoke a little earlier with your chairman, and he told us that this is a big concern of your organization to help veterans. They don't readily come out and ask for help. What's it like managing that part of your organization, and what do you do for our veterans?
I mean, it's very rewarding as the daughter of a veteran. The work that we do to help our service member, those coming out of service or who are either homeless or at risk of becoming homeless, to get house or prevent them from becoming homeless is the work that we do. From paying rental arrears or getting them in touch to benefits, getting them ready to get their first house is something that we've been doing for a long time, either by housing them in one of our single room occupancy units that we have throughout New York City, or into their own home in any of the apartments that are readily available in the 5 boroughs of New York City.
Now, how do you get them to come to you? I know they're not the type of client, if you will, that comes out to you. How do you get them? Who refers them?
They come through either our website or they are referred to us by the VA, either the VA medical centers that we have, either the Bronx VA or the New York Harvard VA. They also come through the Department of Homeless Services. They also come through the Department of Veteran Services, New York City. Family members, outreach.
Well,
We do also our own outreach. A lot of people, we have our VOA for Vets website that a lot of people have access to it, and they send us emails and let us know, and we access that every day. And every time we see someone who need that service, we reach out and we make sure that we get to them as soon as possible.
That is terrific. Now, we lay people read in the papers and such that post-traumatic stress is still a huge problem in the veterans community. Do you see a lot of that?
I'm not a clinician, but we see a lot of that, and we try to connect them to the correct services with our clinicians that we have on board, on staff, and also in collaboration with the VA medical centers who have great clinicians that are able to provide them with the support that they need. The support that we give them is more housing, but having been able to have the partnership with the VA medical centers and the other medical teams that are out there, and having that for them. But the bigger thing that we do is being able to give them the house and the apartment, giving them that key, remove 95% of the issues that they may have, and then we address that mental health, that PTSD. But being able to give them that house and that security of having a roof over their head is what's important for them.
Now, obviously, what you do is wonderful work. Did you always do this? Were you inspired because your dad was a veteran? What brought you to it, and how long are you doing it?
Well, I think it's not by chance, but I think it was by chance. But yes, I used to do employment services, and one day I just happened to be at Volunteers of America, and I ended up doing this type of work. And it's a passion that I have because everyone in my family is either a police officer or a veteran. And so I do this because I couldn't do what they do, and this is my way of giving back.
I'm sure they know what you do, of course, and they appreciate what you do. I want to give you an opportunity before we send you on your way. Those burgers smell good, by the way. Before we send you on your way to that burger counter over there, would you like to reach out to veterans who may be listening to them to this now and tell them how you can help them.
Of course, if there's anyone out there who is in need of services, whether it is, they need somewhere to stay, we have our, they can reach out by going to Volunteers of America and send an email to VOA for Vets. And also they can call us at 718-558-6538.
Give it again and give it slowly, because what happens is people grab for their pens. All right, she said it, and now you're going to give me the phone number again. Grab your pens, pencils, crayons, chalk, whatever you use, Sharpies. What's the phone number?
Okay, I want to.
For vets who need help.
So it's VOA for Vets, and I'm getting my phone number here wrong. It's 496-4373.
Again.
It's 212-496-4373. And they can also call 718-993-3564.
Give it again.
718-993-3564. If they are looking for help, they can go there, and they can. We will call them back. We will do outreach. They can receive help by, if they have any rental arrears, or if they need to find housing, employment, training. We can help them with all of that.
Well, I want to thank you very much, Andy Perdomo, Veteran Services Director at Volunteers of Greater New York. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Have a great afternoon. We'll be right back.